dignity on the line, my career on the line, my strategy, my elo, everything on the line. Probably the most important chess game in my entire career with a live playthrough. I just clicked play. Anything could happen here as black. Let's take it as we can go. Obviously, queen's pawn in the center. Counter that easily. Oh my god, he's going to come in with the bishop here. I'm just going to counter it right away. Bishop for bishop, no problem whatsoever. Easy take here if he wants to do something like that. He's going to come in and we're just defending. We are just playing defense as black here, not even hesitating whatsoever. I'm ready to do that. Yep, he's going to do that. I'm going to do that too. This is almost an identical start here. I was going to do that until he brought that knight out here. So let's just keep attacking. In fact, I'm going to do this, build this up, ready for this up. So we can do some of this later maybe. He's going to come in with that. I'm totally fine with that. If he wants to go bishop for bishop, that is also fine. If he wants to do that, which he doesn't. Now it's giving me a bit of a problem here. I might go bishop for him actually. Actually, I'm going to go here and I'm going to lock down this. I'm going to pin this piece here. In fact, actually, it's not pinned, but he's not going to want to move that because of that queen over there. Now we just have a smattering of pawns here. Oh, he's going to move his queen up actually, which is going to allow him to move that wherever he wants. You know, I'm just going to move this to the middle here, get it started in the party. I'm looking to castle here as early as I can, which means I need to get this out of here as soon as I can. I actually don't even mind sacrificing it to this bishop if I need to. I also could just bring it around here and provide some extra protection for the queen here. So we have a lot of crazy arrows going on the screen. Again, for the biggest chess match of my life, which is pretty much just the next match here. Just trying to deal with this bishop now over here. Fine if he does that. I have this ready to come in with this also. Ready to support with this knight also. And then we're just looking at castle here. He castles. Okay, I'm going to come in with this here too. Now no issue. Just extra defense with the pawns. Need to get this out of here now that this is no longer a legal move. Need to castle as soon as possible. Not really worried about any of my pieces getting taken right here. This is nothing right here. Okay, so here's the first threat going on here now. We need to get this out of here, and I think that's going to just be my first move. We really want to try not to hang any pieces here, considering this is the biggest chess game of my life and our lives. If you're watching this too, that means it's also the biggest chess game of your life. So I might even consider bringing this up depending on what happens next on this move. Now I want to remind the viewers, if you've been paying attention, not a single piece has been taken off the board, and I think if we could just have our records keepers think and check the records, I think this is the longest that a chess game has ever gone. And you know what? I'm going to break it. I'm going to break it right here. I'm going to take a piece. I'm going to take a piece. He's going to come down here, I'm assuming, and just take back. Oh, he's going to take back with the knight instead. That's going to put this queen in jeopardy. I don't really mind going here. We can't go here. We could go here, a little bit of a boring move. I don't know. I think I'm just going to move one down here, give this diagonal some options for us here. This could even be a square that we end up trying to hit with our queen here. I don't hate that. This has no chance here. We still want to be able to castle, which means I'm going to have to do this move soon. I don't hate doing this move with the knight and then bringing this up here. Just trying to clear space and get us to this castle here. You know, we're taking everything super seriously in this game. I'm going to leave this alone here. He wants me to do this, I think. I'm going to leave this alone, and I'm going to try to castle. So I'm going to get this out of here. Not worried about this part yet. We want to watch for... Yep, that's fine. That's fine. No worries there. I actually might not even... I know he probably wants me to do this too. I don't even think I'm going to do that. If he wants to take this pawn, that is totally fine with me. Here we finally get to that castle that I've been looking for here. We're watching for any forks here. Okay, so he's just going to move his queen over one square. He's clearly cooking something up here. Again, we've been moving pretty fast on time. We're a minute up on the clock here. I'm gonna go up here. Totally fine if he takes with either of these pieces. I'm good with that here. I have the queen coming in. I'm trying to get this rook into, I mean, this is one of the more trafficky files here that I've ever seen. If you didn't know this about chess, the vertical columns are called files and the horizontal rows are called ranks. So that is the D file there with almost a piece on every single square. It's legitimately one of the most busy files I've ever seen on a chessboard before. So we're gonna go ahead and have to deal with that, especially because, okay, now he just moved his rook off of the D file. So I'm gonna start making things happen here. I'm gonna take that. He can come back here with this. That might just, yeah, and that's exactly what he does. Now I would love to start getting the queen involved here. I'm gonna hang this as a little bit of bait. I seriously doubt he's gonna take that, but maybe, you know, I'm gonna try to get him trapped with a little bait. It's now still a pawns game here. 5 total pawns gone in the game, and I'm just looking for my next move. We have pieces we still want to free, so these are high value pieces that I'd love to get out into the game. I don't really see what his plan is here. I'm worried about these knights in the middle here attacking me. He's kind of doubled up on, there goes the first knight. There goes the first knight. We can easily take back here, so that'll be something to be considered. It is giving it up for good, but we can also take back here. So we have both of our knights on his knight here. He's not threatening any key pieces except the knights, obviously. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna have to sacrifice one of these knights just so we don't lose it. We're gonna lose it anyway, so let's just take it. He's gonna assume come back down with this. Totally fine up here now. Just double checking that he doesn't have anything to get my queen here, because we have to take back unless we want to just move our queen down one space. You know what? In fact, I'm gonna just take with this other knight here. I could take it with my queen, really doesn't matter. It's a safe square no matter what. But this frees, whoops, this frees this up now. Remember that D file we were talking about, one of the busiest files in chess history? This now frees up the D file. So we are just trying to clear more pieces out of here. This is, yeah, see, he just goes with that now. Now this is a fork. Now it's not your typical fork where I can't move any pieces whatsoever. So it's a fork where he's got two high value pieces here in his sights, and I cannot get his knight. So we want to move the queen, prioritize the queen, obviously, but we're probably going to lose a piece here. Now I could swing this up here and probably just give up my rook. Wow, that's actually pretty enticing. I can take a bishop from him, give up the rook. I don't know how he would do that per se, but that might be able to save our queens. The only reason why I say he would do this instead of this is to save his queen, but I think it's probably advantageous for us to just get our queen out of there and just take our medicine when it comes to us losing this rook here. This is going to be the first pretty high value piece that isn't a trade-off that's going to get taken here. I'm just going to get my rook out of the way, fully expect this to be the next move here. Now he might not do that. I'm looking for other ways. This gives my queen a lot more flexibility, but if he is going to do this, I'm just going to go ahead and take back with my king here, which is not a big deal. It will give him a reveal check, which he's going to do it. It will give him a reveal check up here. If he just moves this bishop in any direction, that will be a reveal check, but he cannot get any pieces here. I can also block here with my bishop. I can block with my queen. I can block with my knight here in every which way. So there's a lot of protection offered here. Now I might start looking towards, okay, now he's going to come in and swing. He's going to reveal check with his queen and throw his bishop down there. So again, we have a lot of blocking opportunities here. I'm hesitant to bring the queen here because that will pin my queen. Because it's blocking my king, I will not be able to move it any longer. So I think we're just going to come in and let's block with the knight here. Let's block with the knight here. I was hesitant because this bishop is on the same colored square as my bishop, meaning he would be able to take there. This is protected by a pawn, which is nice. Just gives you a little bit of a bonus. If a pawn can protect a high value piece, that's a huge bonus because pawns don't normally do much. So if that can happen, that's something that I'm looking for all the time. Now this knight is pinned, so that's something we're gonna have to think about. Now he's gonna bring that in. We can unpin the knight if I were to just bring this under here. If I were to just move my queen, we already castled with the king, so excuse me. So we're looking for something else to do here. Some other things I'm looking towards here. I'm gonna try to see. We could come in with here. This is not free, but it's something to think about. Can't move that yet, just yet. I mean, I don't hate taking this here, giving this up, maybe coming back down if I need to. Totally fine swapping. Now he goes in and takes that. Now that must have been what he was going for there. That doesn't really bother me too much. I'm going to come in and try to clear out one of these here, either through these two moves going on here. He can't do this move here because that would reveal a check here. So if he comes in and does that, that's okay. I'm just trying to clear space in here. Now we have this threat here. Now he's going to come in with his rook there. Now I'm going to try to see what else I can do and clear things. Now I can do this here, which would be an interesting little back and forth there. Maybe I could even go here. He cannot get this piece here. If I go here, I have a chance to promote my pawn, and that's something that's really interesting to me here. I'm going to go ahead and take it because a pawn promotion here means check, and he cannot block with it. And in fact, this is actually a very interesting move here. He's going to have to make an emergency collision avoidance maneuver, to use satellite terminology, and see what he can happen. He can now block with his queen. That was a good move by him. It makes me want to save this move here because he can now do this if I were to promote here with this pawn. So this is where we're going to slow up the game. We have about 45 seconds on time here. We got to slow up this game ASAP because he can block with that, and then moving this down here doesn't really do anything for us. So what if we threw this out here as a little bit of extra protection? This is still protected. No one can get here. This is now threatening here with the protection on this side too. There aren't a ton of options, and this promotion is still alive. Now we're down big in this game. We lost both our rooks, again, probably due to careless behavior. I mean, no one said we were good at this game. There's a reason that there's a rating system in chess. It's to show how good you are. And there's a reason that our rating is really low. So we're not going to be good at this game. So if anyone was out here thinking we would be good, you don't understand what a rating system is, or you don't understand this rating system. So, and you can tell now that this guy from Sweden, who's a 390, goes by the name Snowy Fuyu, you can tell that I've really made him think here with all these arrows, all these squares, this potential pawn promotion going on here. Now, any good player should be able to defeat us here, but I don't know if he's a good player. I really don't. I think we're going to be able to get him here. His queen is threatened right now. He has to move his queen. Okay, so now he comes in and moves his pawn up one square. We cannot do this move because, again, we have a pinned knight here. So we could take out his queen right now, but it would be a queen for queen swap. So what I could do is I could go up here. That would put my queen up there. We can promote our queen here, which would require him, he doesn't have to block anymore. He can actually just come up here now. So he doesn't have to block. But I think I should probably move my queen here just because of the circumstances. So we can also just take, oh no, we can't take, I just said that. Okay, so let's try to get our queen out of the way and keep it protected. We also just want to make sure, I mean, should we just promote here? Should we just take here? I mean, we can just take too. We can just say goodbye to the queens. No, you know what? I think we're gonna have to get out of here. So let's try to keep the pressure on in any way that we can here. You know, man, this is tough, guys. This is tough. We don't have a lot of squares where this can go. We really don't. So I think I'm just gonna have to move it one square behind my knight and kind of give me some flexible opportunities around here. So I'm gonna go with that because time is not on our side here. The time is almost even now after thinking through that pretty long move. This is on my mind here as a potential move to get us kind of back into the game. Our knight is no longer pinned, but that would then mean our queen is only protected by this bishop. So we have a little bit of an interesting move here. Okay, so he's going to move one square to his right. I have a reveal check here now. So this is actually quite interesting. If I were to move over here, it's a reveal check. He can only block with the queen right now. So I think I'm going to go ahead and reveal check here and just see how he plays that. He has to block with this queen. We still have this. That is really enticing me. If he blocks with the queen and I just come in through here, is that mate? Is that mate? I need to ask the chat. Oh, okay. So that was a block that I didn't see coming. We can just take it easily with our knight here and say goodbye to the knight and not care at all. But what do you guys say about promoting the pawn? If we promote this pawn here, let's take this move off the board. If we promote this pawn here, this is a check here that cannot be blocked. he also can't move here. I think if we promote this pawn, we have a checkmate on the board for this video, for this live video that I'm recording in one take. You think that I'm just playing checkmates. If you watched the stream yesterday, you would know that we don't checkmate every time. We get killed all the time. But if we promote this pawn right here and get it, oh, it's not a checkmate. Wow, it's really not a checkmate. He had a sniper bishop. He had a sniper bishop, guys. He had a sniper bishop that we did not see. And you know what? Props to him. I really just wanted to promote that pawn. Props to him, because I did not see his sniper bishop. I really did not. Now we have to think about what else we can do here. We can take this knight. I mean, we could take this bishop. We could come around here, be safe over here, not allow him to really move in any square. Let's go with that. He can't move here, which are the only two squares he can. He has to move one of these two pieces if he wants to move anywhere else. And we are looking for other check opportunities here. He can't move that bishop because it's pinned due to my queen. So I'm very disappointed in how that pawn promotion went there. Let's think about what else we can do here to try to get a little bit of a lick here. Now, this is a check that can easily just be taken out. He's got pretty good protection here. We're running out of time here. We're gonna need to do something pretty drastic and pretty quickly. And you know that I am just looking. I'm just gonna swing this out here. It's protected. This is, I don't hate this as a move here. He might take this. I still have this here. He cannot get this square at all. So I don't really hate my movement here. We still have the ability to throw him in check. Okay, he's gonna move that square out of the way now. Now, is this a checkmate? Is this a checkmate? Now we have 10 seconds, so I'm just gonna go and hit this mate. I'm gonna hope it's a checkmate, and let's fucking go. It's a checkmate. I knew it was a checkmate, so I'm pretty okay. That's a checkmate with 4 seconds left on the clock, and you know, you might look at our rating and think, well, a player with that such a low rating would never be able to checkmate somebody with 4 seconds on the clock. Well, look at that. Look at what happened. Just checkmated him with 4 seconds on the clock. Yeah, did I get cocky? And did I think that a pawn promotion was a checkmate when there was a sniper bishop hitting me all the way from h8 to a1? H8 to a1 sniper bishop. Yeah, it got me. Yeah, it killed my promoted queen. But look, we get one of the oldest mates in the book, a low-level sniper bishop, just hanging out in the middle of the board, right on f4, throw our queen in there, right on top of the knight. He had all these powerful pieces. I'm losing by 10. I'm losing by 10 piece points, whatever they're called. I have 4 seconds left. Checkmate. And that's what you get. That's what you get with this. That's what you get. Tune in next time. Like, subscribe, follow the content. This was another great game. You guys think I'm just hand-picking games. No, every game is live. You will see a loss on here. 393 ELO. Like and subscribe.